All right. Well, welcome. My name is Tara Johnson, and I am an independent consultant with Arbonne. I'm also a certified personal trainer, and I have been building a Arbonne business for about 4 years, and I've had a fitness business for 8. I have a personal story, which I'm not going to get into, but if you want to hear it, friend me on Facebook, and I would be happy to share it with you. So you are all on this call tonight because you are wondering what this little Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living is about. Well, the purpose of this call is just to educate. It's just to share. That's it. We have the pleasure of speaking from our hearts and speaking from our own experience. Your job, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, is to just decide. And what I'm going to recommend tonight is that you ask yourself 2 questions. One is, am I currently the best version of myself from a health perspective? And 2, could this possibly be the vehicle that you want to use or can use to become that version of yourself? It may or may not be. This program is not for everybody. So if after hearing this information, you're like, I do not want to do that, then don't. It's no problem. I will tell you, there's probably not another program out there that you're going to find the quality of ingredients that Arbonne offers, but that's okay. So I'm really excited to share. And not only am I going to share just some really basic information and facts, but I have the pleasure of introducing to you later Becky Owens and Shauna Lundeen. And they're both just going to share some personal testimonies of their own experiences, and they are powerful. So I'm really excited for that as well. All right, we're going to start with just a simple quote, and it says, most people have no idea how good their body is designed to feel. And I love this quote, and I love what it speaks to because it speaks truth. We use coffee to wake up. We use sugary snacks to combat boredom. We use pain relievers to do what? Relieve pain. We use sleep aids to help us fall asleep. And then what do? We hit the repeat button and we do it all over again. And we have no idea that our aches, our pains are not just because we're old. They're not just because we're tired. All of those things can be remedied because guess what? This body that we were given is phenomenal. It has the ability to heal itself from the inside out. I don't know if any of you have recently cut your finger or maybe pulled your fingernail back too far. Or for me, a couple of years ago, I plucked out a chunk of my eyelashes by accident. Well, guess what? They all grew back. My fingernail grew back. My eyelashes grew back. I got new skin. Well, if those things can happen that are visible to us, imagine what's possible on the inside of the body if we give it the right fuel, which is very exciting. All right, buckle up. Here's the humor. Everyone knows deep down inside, you hate eating clean. Everybody does. Everybody wants the sugary snacks. They want the salty snacks. They want the butter. It is what we want. I walked into a client's house yesterday, and there, right by the front door, was a jar of peanut M&Ms. Okay. I love peanut M&Ms. They are my favorite. They jazz my life up like no other. Unfortunately, they don't make me feel very good. So I don't eat them very often, which is good for me, but not so nice for my tongue sometimes. But this is what I tell people. If you only have momentary pleasure here and then it does something on the inside, it's probably not worth it. All right, second humor. Feeling like you've been on a diet for months and realize that it's only been since 9 a.m. So let's see. You're like watching your clock thinking, when do I get to have another meal? When do I get another snack? Because really I'm hungry, which is going to turn into hangry, and nobody's gonna want to be around me. All right, last and final humor slide, which actually might be my favorite. You started my new healthy diet today. Breakfast was 2 almonds. I lick an apple for lunch and dinner is yelling at a picture of myself naked. I wish at this point you guys could all be unmuted so that you could laugh with me, but those are the assumptions we have about programs like this, or diets, or things that are offered, things that are peddled, things that we see on infomercials and social media. And what I'm here to tell you is that what Arbonne offers is different. And I can only tell you that it's different because of what I've personally experienced. So let me share with you my experience through the facts, and then you're going to hear, like I said, a little bit of the stories of Becky and Shauna. So there are a number of benefits, as you can see from this slide, of eating clean. And it really, when I say eating clean, I mean just cleaning up your food. There are poor choices, there are bad choices, there are poor choices, there are good choices, and there are great choices. And every day we have a decision to make on how much of that mix-up we're going to have. And some days you may eat like perfect, and one day you may eat bad. What we want to do is we want to try to limit the amount of bad and poor choices we make and increase the amount of good and great choices that we make. But nobody is perfect. And that's the great part about what this offers, is that you don't have to be perfect. But listed here are some of the great benefits: better sleep, shinier hair, clearer skin, mental well-being, increased energy. And in my opinion, these impact my daily life more than just losing weight, and that the number on the scale goes down. Because if I'm sleeping better, I feel better during the day. If my mental well-being and I have increased in energy, I'm more productive. I'm happier to be around. Nobody cares how much I weigh. Nobody. I probably feel better a little bit when I weigh less, but it doesn't impact my day-to-day life as much as these 5 benefits. So you might be asking yourself, okay, great, Tara, you are drinking the Arbonne Kool-Aid. You use the products, you represent the products, you're a brand ambassador for the products. Of course, you're going to tell people that they need to use them. Well, here is the one slide that if you don't pay attention to anything else that I have to say, this is the slide to look at. So there is a difference between what most programs offer, which is the top picture, which is a diet, and what Arbonne offers, which is a cleansing journey or routine. So when we diet, I don't know if you guys know this, let me back up. So when we eat something that our body doesn't recognize, fat is produced in order for it to like put a capsule around that fat or around that toxin, because the body doesn't want that to cause any damage. And in order for it to just be better safe than sorry, it just creates fat that just basically encapsulate that toxin. And then that toxin is then stored typically in our belly, our butt, our boobs, our hips. And so what ends up happening is we reduce the amount of calories that we're taking in. We may increase the amount of calories that we're burning through exercise. And so fat is burned. So those impurities and those toxins are then just floating around in the body, but now they're in higher concentrations. So most people, when they get through a diet program, they don't necessarily feel all that much better, even though they may look better. So then what happens is, oh, I'm done with my program. I'm going to go about eating kind of like how I did before. Well, guess what? The body then reacts to those increases in the impurities and the toxicity that you have. And then fat production is then kicked in, and all of a sudden you're back to the place that you were. Nobody wants to be there, especially after all of that work. So what Arbonne provides is a way for you to get the impurities out at the same rate as you are getting the calories burning, and that you are getting the weight to drop. And guess what? You have better overall health, you have less fat, you have more muscle, and there's no rebound. Now, I'm not going to say that that once you follow this program, you're never going to gain another pound ever again. That's not true. Those are not realistic expectations. But what we teach you through this program is how to make small changes and use the products that Arbonne provides to be able to make those changes, because people all want to do it, but they don't know how, and they don't have the tools in their toolbox to make it easy and simple and to just follow a plan. Okay, so here is where the rubber meets the road. I am going to cover the products that we have available, and if you can see them, they're all sitting right there on my shelf. So up at the top, I'm gonna look like Vanna. Look at that. Those are the bags of protein powder. There's 30 servings per bag. That is the fiber, the fizz sticks, the detox tea, the 7-day cleanse, and the greens balance. But I'm going to share just one fact and one love statement about each product. And then we are going to incorporate Shauna and Becky at this time too. So the first product that we have within this package is our protein shake. It's 20 grams of plant-based protein. It's also gluten-free and vegan certified. What I love about them is that they help me feel satisfied and they taste amazing. So I could give you a whole list of things that are wonderful about the shakes, but I right now am gonna ask Shauna to unmute herself, and she is gonna just take a couple of minutes and just share a little bit about her experience following the program, some of her personal results, and why she really considers the protein shake her #1 favorite product in the nutritional line.
Hey guys, good evening. So this time of year, I typically just really start thinking about getting myself ready for the summer and, putting on shorts and being in a bathing suit. And typically, I always really think about the last bit of that baby weight that I had continued to keep on for the past 7 years. But this year is different. This year I've done my 30-day challenge and I've lost the last bit of that baby weight that has been hanging on for the past 7 years. And I've gotten a lot of great results. The wonderful protein shakes, I know Tara was talking about the bags. This is what got me into our 30-day program. These simple, ready-to-drink ones were just easy to grab on the go. A busy mom of 2 little ones who are very active. And I was a little bit nervous about trying the program at first simply because there was a cleanse involved. And I've heard what cleanses can do and that you may be stuck in the bathroom all day, and that made me really nervous to try it. But I decided to go all in, give it a try, and that was not what happened at all. Our products are very gentle. They're clean products, and they just give you this wonderful feeling that you're doing something great for your body, because you are when you put good products in. So my husband and I did this program together. We were kind of each other's accountability partners through this, which is a great way to do the program as well. And I'm just going to share some of our results with you all. The first is that we lost 23 pounds combined, including that last bit of the baby weight that just refused to go away. We lost 4 inches around our waist, 7.5 inches around our hips. A huge thing was that we increased our energy levels. Around 3 o'clock every afternoon, I'd really start to get tired after chasing my boys around all day. But with the Fizz Stick specifically, they've given us focus and energy to get over that 3 p.m. slump. We also have slept more soundly at night, which has made a huge difference in our days. We've stopped having achy joints due to inflammation from sugar. That was a huge thing that we cut out and didn't realize how bad it was making us feel. And then the biggest result for me personally was that I've stopped having heartburn. I've had heartburn issues and acid reflux since I was in high school, and as crazy as it sounds, I've actually been hospitalized due to heartburn issues. So the fact that I don't have to deal with those problems anymore has just been such a blessing for us. So after my husband and I did our program, we just want to share it with other people and let them know you can feel better, you can have a better life just by simply watching what you're eating and using these products.
Awesome. Shauna, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And Shauna's story is different than my story. Shauna is married. She's got 2 boys. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. And so, she's balancing different things than I'm balancing, but that's the great part about this is that we both end up getting results. We both end up feeling better. And we just figure out how to make it work for our lives. So thank you for sharing, Shauna. That was wonderful. I'm going to move to the second product, and that in the picture is the bag kind of on the bottom left, and that's the Daily Fiber Boost. This is a convenient and seamless way to get half of your daily recommendation for fiber, okay? It is odorless and tasteless, and because of that, I love it because you can simply add it to anything. I put it every morning in my blender with my protein powder, and I just blend it up. I don't taste it. It's not gritty. It has no impact on what I'm taking in as far as like flavor, but I know that what I'm taking in is impacting my health, which I love. Our third product, you'll see that right in front of the bag of the Fiber Boost, is the Digestion Plus. This is a prebiotic, a probiotic, and a digestive enzyme. And what it does is it just helps with your digestion. And I don't know if you guys know this, but they estimate that between 70 and 80% of our health actually comes from our gut. So when people said that they caught a cold, I'm thinking to myself, like, you can't really catch it, because if your immune system, your GI tract is healthy, your body has the tools and ability to fight it off before the symptoms ever come about. So for me, the Digestion Plus really is my go-to when I have not made a great choice. So there are times where I like to eat gluten. I like to have a piece of bread, or I like to have a little bit of ice cream. And so this Digestion Plus really just helps kind of combat some of those feelings that I have. So right now, I'm going to introduce to you Becky Owens. Becky is a dear friend, and I will tell you that it is not an exaggeration for me to tell you that she would say that Arbonne's products and Arbonne's Essential program saved her life. And so I'm just going to invite her to come on right now and just share a little bit about her journey and her story in regards to the Arbonne Wellness Program.
I had to remember to unmute. When Tara asked me what my favorite product was in the nutrition line, if you know me at all, you know that I am all about the nutrition. You'll be glad to know, though, that I did start using my Genius Ultra today. I need it. Let's hope it does for my skin what the nutrition has done for my body. But honestly, I would have to say it was the Digest Plus. I was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive cancer 5 years ago, and had to go through surgeries and really aggressive chemo. I was very, very sick, and I did not need to lose weight, but I was interested in the nutrition side of Arbonne when I heard that it was easy and that it was guaranteed. I don't know if any of you have juiced, but it is a royal pain in the butt. It takes an entire counter to get a glass full of juice. It's hard work, and then you got to clean up that nasty juicer. But anyway, at that point, I was very, very sick. My immune system was absolutely shot. Prior to cancer, I had been on multiple medications for erosive esophagitis, which was horrendous. And then when you added chemotherapy on top of it, it was ridiculous. There were many nights that, despite taking all kinds of medication, I would sit up because I couldn't sleep. If I laid down, I just thought my chest was going to explode. So when I first started with the nutrition line, I didn't right away stop taking my medication, but I started using the Digest Plus, and I started feeling better, and so I weaned myself off of the prescriptions, and I have not been on my prescription medication now for 4 years. I have absolutely zero issue with acid reflux, with my erosive esophagitis. In fact, I got a phone message the other day asking me if I was ready to have another scope to see how that was doing. And I'm like, no, I don't need it. I'm doing absolutely great. So I became a huge fan of the Digest Plus, but I actually became a huge fan of the entire line. Like I said, at the time that I started using it, I was very sick, had no immunity, couldn't be around other people because I would get, if there was a cold, I was going to get it. But the products literally changed my life within 3 weeks. So much so that my oncologist became curious and wanted to use it as well. But, you know, I can't tell you that it's a miracle cure. It's not. It's simply good nutrition. And it's nutrition that my body was not getting, despite the fact I was eating organic, I was juicing, I was taking vitamins out the wazoo. When I tried the Arbonne 30 days, I stopped everything else, all other vitamins, all other protein powders, which was a good thing because I really liked the taste of Arbonne's. But I did the program in an effort to gain weight. So I continued to eat clean, but I added all of the products into my daily routine. And I have not stopped. My husband and I have both been doing this now for 4 years. We wouldn't think of stopping. Why would we? All of those things that Tara listed, we sleep better, we feel better, we have more energy. My oncologist here calls me his healthiest patient, which brings tears to my eyes because every day I hear of somebody else being diagnosed with cancer. Yes, Arbonne products, I feel, saved my life in that they're easy. It all boils down to self-discipline. I don't have a whole lot when it comes, I like comfort food, big time. But the products make it easier to continue to eat clean and eat healthy. So I'm a big proponent of it. To me, I tell everybody, jump in. You have nothing to lose. You get your money back if it doesn't work for you. I've been selling this stuff for 4 years, and I've never had anybody get their money back. So it works.
Awesome. Thank you, Becky. And I will just touch on that. We don't guarantee results, but we do guarantee the products in the sense that every Arbonne product comes with a 45-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. So this program is a 30-day program. So if you invest in it, you get your products, and for 30 days you use it and you don't love it, meaning you didn't see the results that you wanted, you didn't like the taste, you didn't like the flavor, you just call the person that introduced it to you and say, I don't want it anymore, can I send it back? And as long as you have every package, and I'm not saying like every little stick from the Fizz Sticks, but the box of Fizz Sticks, you can box it back up and send it back to Arbonne and they will refund your money. So I always tell people that it is a no risk. Sure, you have to pay for it initially, but what's going to happen is either you're going to get your money back or you're going to get results. So exactly. In my mind, those are both wins. So there's really not, there's not any risk. So I'm going to finish just covering the last few products that are included in the package. So the next one is those little sticks that are laying there on the bottom of the picture. And those are our energy Fizz Sticks. Oh my goodness. These are my favorite. I could talk for 40 minutes just on these. But they are jam-packed with B vitamins, and B vitamins help to support energy yielding metabolism. So if you are looking for a way to speed up your metabolism and gain energy, this is it. Why I love these is because they provide the pick-me-up that I need most afternoons. So my day starts early, and I'm not a great person. I'm not a great go to bedder is what I say. So I don't put myself to bed at the time that I need. So these really give me what I need to get through the afternoon. The 2 boxes that are stacked up on top of one another there in the picture right in front of the support guide are the Herbal Detox Tea. Now, you may be thinking like, ooh, I don't love the word detox. You don't have to be nervous. As Shauna shared very wonderfully, all of Arbonne's products are gentle. You are not going to have to change any of your behaviors as far as like going to work, going to the gym, hanging out with friends, being social. You're not going to have to walk into anywhere and then scope out where the nearest restroom is. That's not how this works. But what the Herbal Detox Tea is it's 9 botanicals that help to support the liver and the kidneys. What I love about this is that knowing that this product is helping my detoxification organs flush out the stuff that my body doesn't need, like that puts a smile on my face because I don't want any of that stuff in my body. And I don't necessarily know everything that's in everything that I am eating, unfortunately. So I try to make the best choices, but then sometimes our bodies just need something to help kind of move those things along. And the last 2 products I'm going to share are within the package are actually choices that you get to make. You get one or the other. They just made this change. So the one of them is pictured, the other one is not. I'm going to cover the one, it's right there in the middle. It says 7-day body cleanse. This is the one that Shauna was a little bit nervous about. And I will tell you that in all of the years that I've been sharing these products, this is the product that I get the most questions about. What this product does is it just gently flushes toxins from your body in a more of an enhanced way in a week-long process. But the key word here is gentle. So as I said, you get to keep eating your regular food. You get to do your regular activities. You get to continue to exercise. All that it's going to do is it's just really going to flush out that GI system. And the results are different for everybody. But I will tell you that it's not anything that you should be concerned about. And you're going to feel really great at the end of that 7th day. And then the other product that you get to choose if you don't want to do the 7-day cleanse is a product called our Greens Balance, and it comes in a canister. And it has 1 full serving of fruits and vegetables per scoop. You can add it to something, like you can add it to your protein shake, or you can just add it to water and drink it. What I love about this is seriously the real rainbow of fruit and vegetable flavors. So this is the thing that just gives you that little bit of boost during the day. And I will tell you that this is the one product that I have heard people actually say like they can feel a difference when they take it and when they don't take it. So those are the products that are included. There is also this amazing support guide. I have one here. It's chocked full of amazing information, lots of tracking, lots of goal setting, which I really love. And that comes with the package as well. So there's probably some questions that have come up in your mind. One of them being, but do I get to eat real food? Because people are like, am I just going to drink for 30 days? You're not. You are going to eat. So here are a few pictures of meals that have actually been prepared by people following in this program. So if you have not been told, we have a private Facebook group that we plug people into. Nobody knows that you're there except for those that are, the rest of them are participating. But people love to share their meals because they're pretty, they're colorful, and it gives other people ideas. And as you can see, they kind of make you want to eat. Like, they're beautiful. The presentation is beautiful, but the recipes are easy. I am not a cooker. I barely make anything that is not in a blender and has protein powder in it. But these are things that I can make. Great, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, fish, lean proteins, things that you're really, really going to enjoy. So let me say this about this program. This program is designed to help you begin making healthy nutritional choices. That's it. It's a stepping stone. It is a starting block. Now, there are some of us that use this program to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And that's the great thing about it. The whole collection really, along with this guide, helps you make choosing and maintaining that healthy lifestyle really simple. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, because if you're making poor choices and you now have to make better choices, that's going to be a little bit hard. But you know what? Discipline is a wonderful thing to cultivate, and this is just one more thing to do that. So you may be asking yourself, all right, Tara, I'm interested, but is this going to cost me like $1 gazillion? So first, a little bit of humor. You can't expect to look like $1 million if you eat from the dollar menu. So is this going to be an investment? Absolutely. But let me just break this down. There's 3 ways to get this whole bundle of products. One, you can become a preferred client. It's basically an Amazon Prime account, but it's with Arbonne. You pay $20 for the year, and you get this bundle of products at 40% off. It is a $434 value, $434. And as a preferred client, you get it for $260, which breaks down to $8.60 a day. And that's for 2 meals. You can do what I am doing, Becky's doing, and Shauna is doing, and you can become a consultant for $79 initial investment, and then a $30 renewal fee per year. You get to buy this package at 50% off. So again, $434 value. You buy it for $217, and it breaks down to $7.25 a day for 2 meals. The third option is to become a host. We are always looking to share and educate others about this amazing program and what this can do for people. So if you want to gather a few friends together, guess what? You find 3 people to do this with you. You get your entire package for 80% off, meaning you're going to pay about $100 for $434 in product. If you do the math, that's $3.30 a day. So a $434 value for $3. That's amazing. All right. So as I wrap up, I really first just want to say thank you. Thank you for investing in you. And thank you for trusting us to share this information. Honestly, we do not take this privilege lightly. We are not medical experts. We're just people who are passionate about a program because of the results that it has provided for us. And because it has changed our lives, we want to offer it to other people because we want other people to feel how we feel. We want other people to know that they can have energy, they can sleep better, they can look better, they can do the things they want to do. They don't have to be doing things in order to compensate for an achy joint or bad skin or a cranky attitude. So what I would do, and just in closing, is I would encourage you to get all of your questions answered. I will answer them, Becky will answer them, Shauna will answer them, or the person that invited you to this call will answer them. It doesn't mean that once you get them answered, you're going to say yes, but at least you will have all of your questions answered before you make a decision. And that's really what I would encourage you to do that. We have about 5 minutes left on our clock. And so I'm going to just open it up for some questions. I'm going to stop the record. Actually, I'm going to keep the recording because there may be some questions other people want. If you need to leave the call, please feel free to do so. But there's 2 different ways that you can interact with us. The first is you can just unmute yourself and say, hey, I have a question. Or you can go and find that little chat button and type your question, and then I will answer it as people type it out. So if there's any questions, I'm going to sit here until our timer runs out, which is 4 minutes and 24 seconds. I may start singing. I really won't, I promise. I'm really not going to stand here for 4 minutes, but I am going to give people at least a minute if they have questions. Oh, I see my orange chat thing flashing. All right, let me see. Question. Are there recipes on the web that we can use to cook? Great question. That came from Bridget. Yes. And part of the Facebook group page, we actually have a ton of files that have been uploaded there from previous challenges that we have done. There are a ton of recipes. But one of the things that I love about one of the resources is that it actually has a 30-day meal plan for a family of 4. So it gives you 30 dinners, which you can do for dinner or lunch, but 30 dinners for a family of 4 that includes your weekly grocery list and all of your weekly recipes, followed by your prep work. It's phenomenal. And you can multiply it or divide it depending on how many people that you're feeding. So that is one of my favorite resources that somebody else has come up with that we love to share. So love it. Great question. All right, from Erica, she says, do you recommend to use the 7-day cleanse back to back, or what's the recommended use of it? So you can, there's a variety of things that you can do with it. Personally, I recommend that people use it during week 3. You can also use it the week before the challenge starts. You can use it the first week. I love to recommend the 3rd week because you have now had 17 or 14 days under your belt to really get your body to start balancing itself out and starting to release some of those toxins. And then that 7-day cleanse comes in and starts to kind of move them along. So there is also a recommendation that some people say that they do like 2, 2, and 3. So they kind of break it up over the duration of the 30 days. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you can absolutely do that. I really like to do it 7 days in a row. And I will tell you, it doesn't have to be done like Monday to Sunday. It can be done Wednesday to Tuesday. So what I recommend to the people that I'm helping is really to look at their calendar and find out, first of all, what 7 days are going to be the most routine for them, that they're going to be in a place where it's easy. And that's what I would recommend. All right, another question. If people can only afford some of the pieces, which one should they get? You get a bag of protein, you get a box of, you get a bag of the fiber, you get a box of the fizz sticks, and then you either get the Digestion Plus or the 7-day cleanse. So you are gonna get the protein shake, the boost, and the fizz sticks that cost about $150. Then you're gonna qualify for a free item, and you can pick either the cleanse or the Digestion Plus as your free item. That's what I would highly recommend. And then the support guide can actually be downloaded off of our Facebook page for free. So as long as you have access to digital, you can get all of the information there. So that's what where I would start. I also will say that this package is customizable. So you get 2 bags of protein. You can decide if you want 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate, or 2 vanilla, 2 chocolate. You also get to decide what flavor fizz sticks. You get 2 boxes of those as well. So you can decide if you want 2 pomegranate, 2 citrus, or 1 of each. So, all right, this call is going to time out. I really, again, appreciate you all getting on. If you do not know me personally, my name is Tara Johnson. You can find me on Facebook. Just look for the space. Somebody that invited you is probably my friend. So you can friend me and then send me a message, and I will absolutely do my best to get you an answer. Again, this call has been recorded, so I will share the link as soon as it has been uploaded. Again, really appreciate you all taking the time. I look forward to just cheering you on with your success, and our next challenge starts Monday, May 8th. So get your products, make your commitment, set your goals, and we are going to walk through this 30 days, and on day 30, we are going to celebrate our results, how we feel, how we look, how we're sleeping, any medicines that we're off of, how our clothes are fitting different, but we're just going to know that we did something that we committed